my name is Sumbul Fatma and today I have with me the head coach of Pakistan football team, Stephen Constantine. Thank you so much for joining us, Stephen. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. It's nice to be invited onto the show.
So Stephen, being the coach of a lot of countries' football team, so now you're here in Pakistan. So just tell me about how has been your experience up till now and walk me through your entire journey.
Well, the entire journey would take a very, very long time. There is a book that depicts all of these long stories, but no, look, I was asked to come a couple of years ago to Pakistan. It wasn't possible at that time, but then they reached out last year, and obviously it's been quite a journey so far. Obviously, qualifying for the World Cup has to be the highlight for us and Pakistan football in general. But I think there's so much more that we are capable of, and I think if we get the time and the understanding from people about football, I think with a population of 250 million, Pakistan is not going to be in the lower positions, at least not in Asia.
All right. So being in a country where you know that football is not the most popular sport, so how do you see it? That will this is the football growing up here?
Well, look, they said exactly the same thing to me when I was in India, and they claimed that cricket was much more popular than football. But I think in the 4 years that I was there in my second stint, we showed them that it's the other way around. Look, in every part of Pakistan, football is being played. The fact that it's not on TV and we are not at the moment in a situation where we can highlight this doesn't mean that we are not playing football. And I will tell you that once we get the league and once we are a little bit better organized, football will dwarf cricket. It always has done, and it will always dwarf. There are 212 countries playing football. There are 10 of any level playing cricket. So I don't think it's even close.
All right. So if we talk about your journey in India, so you joined back in 2015 after 10 years, and then you stayed there, and you changed the ranking of Indian football team from 176 to 95. So you had a great impact on the team. Then why did you choose to leave?
My objective was for India to qualify for the Asian Cup. Qualify in the conventional way. They had been to the Asian Cup, but both times were invitationals. It took us 2 years to qualify. I gave 39 players international debuts. The average age of the team when I arrived was 32, a bit like in Pakistan. When we left, the average age of the team was 23. Going to the Asian Cup was an unbelievable experience for me and for those players. And I think when we were knocked out in the last minute against Bahrain, which would have allowed us to go to the last 16, I felt that I had done my job. I had been there for 4 years. I lived in India by myself at that time, so it was difficult to be away from the family. And I figured that this was the time for me to step down. I did what I said I would do. I told them when I arrived that I would take you to the Asian Cup. I did that. And I thought it was time for me to come back home and see my wife and 3 daughters for a little bit anyway. Yeah, that was the reason.
So also if you talk about your journey in Pakistan, so Pakistan has won their first ever match after 8 years for the World Cup qualifiers that was held in Islamabad against Cambodia. So you were there, you made them win. So how was the experience, and do you really enjoyed that feeling, that moment?
Look, I think whenever you're the national coach for any team, there's a huge amount of pride connected with that. And obviously to be the first coach in Pakistan history to win a World Cup qualifier, and that put us into the group stages, of course, was unbelievable. I mean, I don't know if you were in Jinnah Stadium that night, but
No.
I can tell you that there was a lot of grown men crying. It was fantastic. And I hope that Pakistan has more moments like that.
Sure. If I look at your journey, you have been a part of numerous football teams. So, are you planning to stay in the Pakistan football team, or you will be exploring more options?
What kind of question is that? Well, I have a contract until the end of December. We need to do a lot of things to ensure that the work that we have done continues, because otherwise it would have been a waste of time. I wish I could see into the future. At the moment, my attention is focused firmly on trying to help Pakistan be the football team that they want to be. So, but good question.
So, any advice you would like to give to the youngs or aspiring footballs in Pakistan who are watching the current situation of football?
Look, the biggest issue that we have in Pakistan at the moment is that there is no domestic league for the players to play in. I even say don't have it as a national league, have it state league or province league, because our boys need to play games. They need to train every day. They need to be taught how to play the game. It doesn't happen overnight, and if you are not being taught, then you are not learning, basically. So all I can say to everybody watching is that let's get this league sorted out, because Pakistan deserves better than what we have at the moment. I have said many times to all the stakeholders, stop thinking about yourselves and start thinking about Pakistan football and how we can help Pakistan football get better. Because if we do that, then everybody benefits. So that would be my advice.
Yeah, true. So thank you so much. Let's just now go to our another segment, which is like quick five. So I'll be asking you quick 5 questions and you have to answer them rapidly. Which player has the best sense of humor in the team?
I'm going to go Rais Nabi.
If you weren't a football coach, then what would you be?
I'd be a player.
Who are the 3 young Pakistani football players that we have to watch out for?
I will go Alamgir. I will go Adil Yunis.
If you could add one rule to the football, what would it be?
I would say fix the offside rule.
What's the best piece of advice you have received from another coach?
Be yourself.
So the last question, most trending and most famous, Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo every day, 7 days a week.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Stephen. It was a great honor to have you on our show.
Lovely to see you. Thank you very much for inviting me, and inshallah, we'll see you soon.